The reindeer, Rangifer tarandus, also known as the caribou in North America, is a remarkable species of deer that has adapted to the harsh, cold environments of the Arctic and subarctic regions. Found in the wild across the northern parts of North America, Europe, and Asia, the reindeer is a symbol of endurance, resilience, and adaptability. With its thick fur, hooves designed for traversing snow, and ability to survive in extreme conditions, the reindeer is a true marvel of nature. Its close ties to human culture, particularly in the indigenous Arctic communities, its important ecological role as a grazing herbivore, and its associations with global cultural traditions, including the iconic Christmas reindeer, make the reindeer an animal that occupies a unique and cherished place in both the natural world and human society. Reindeer are well known for their striking appearance, which is adapted for survival in cold, snowy environments. They have a thick, woolly undercoat and long, coarse-guard hairs that protect them from the bitterly cold temperatures of the Arctic. This dense coat is highly specialized, providing insulation against freezing winds and sub-zero temperatures. Their hooves, wide and concave, are specially adapted for traversing deep snow and ice, providing traction and distributing their weight across the snow-covered ground. This enables them to move easily across frozen tundras, mountain ranges, and other challenging terrains in search of food. Reindeer are also known for their remarkable ability to migrate over vast distances, often traveling hundreds or even thousands of miles between summer and winter ranges. During migration, they form massive herds that can number in the thousands, creating one of the most spectacular wildlife migrations on Earth. These herds are an essential part of the reindeer's survival strategy, as the large groups help protect individual animals from predators and assist in locating and accessing the best grazing areas. The reindeer's diet is primarily herbivorous, consisting of a wide variety of vegetation, including grasses, shrubs, lichens, mosses, and fungi. In the winter months, when vegetation is scarce, reindeer rely heavily on lichen, especially reindeer moss, a type of lichen, which is high in nutrients and can be found even under deep snow. This diet is specially adapted to the harsh winter conditions in the tundra and boreal forest habitats where reindeer live. Reindeer are also known to forage in herds, with individuals foraging together in the same area, often in an organized manner that ensures efficient use of resources. Their ability to survive in extreme cold and their highly specialized diet are just a few of the adaptations that have allowed them to thrive in the Arctic. The social structure of reindeer herds is both complex and fascinating. Reindeer typically live in large herds, which can range from a few dozen to several thousand individuals. These herds are often divided by sex and age, with adult males, females, and calves forming separate groups for much of the year. However, during the breeding season, adult males join the females, and the herds may become more mixed. The herd's movements are often coordinated, with individuals following the lead of dominant members or experienced animals who know where to find food, water, and shelter. The reindeer's herd mentality is crucial to their survival, as it helps protect them from predators such as wolves, bears, and lynxes. In the winter months, when food is scarce, reindeer are known to migrate in search of better grazing grounds. These migrations are often long, arduous journeys that require coordination and cooperation among the herd members. The movement of reindeer herds can be influenced by a variety of factors, including the availability of food, the onset of winter, and the presence of predators. Breeding for reindeer typically occurs in late autumn, with males competing for the attention of females. During this time, males engage in fierce battles for dominance, using their antlers to push, shove, and wrestle with each other in order to establish their rank within the herd. The dominant males have the opportunity to mate with the females, and after a gestation period of about 230 days, the females give birth to a single calf in late spring or early summer. Calves are born with a soft, reddish-brown coat and are able to stand and walk within hours of birth, a crucial survival adaptation in the harsh conditions of the Arctic. As they grow, calves begin to eat vegetation and start to accompany the herd on its migrations. The relationship between mothers and their calves is strong, and the bond between them is vital for the calve's survival in its early days. Reindeer are an important part of the cultural heritage of many indigenous peoples of the Arctic, particularly in Scandinavia, Russia, and North America. In regions such as Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia, reindeer have been domesticated by indigenous people for thousands of years. The Sami people, for example, have a long history of herding reindeer and using them for transportation, food, and clothing. Reindeer herding is central to the cultural identity of many indigenous Arctic groups, and the practice remains an essential part of their way of life today. Reindeer provide a source of food in the form of meat and milk, as well as clothing made from their pelts, and their antlers are used for tools and ornaments. The herding of reindeer is not only a livelihood but also a spiritual practice, with deep cultural significance tied to the natural rhythms of the seasons and the migration of the herds. In addition to their practical importance, reindeer have also played a significant role in folklore and mythology. One of the most famous cultural associations with reindeer is their role in Christmas traditions. The image of Santa Claus's reindeer, including Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, has become one of the most enduring symbols of the holiday season. This connection between reindeer and Christmas has its roots in European folklore, where reindeer were often associated with the ability to travel swiftly through the snow. In Scandinavian traditions, the reindeer was seen as a magical creature, able to guide travelers through harsh winters. The legend of Santa's sleigh being pulled by reindeer has grown over time to become a central part of Christmas celebrations around the world, further solidifying the reindeer's place in human cultural traditions. Ecologically, reindeer play a vital role in the tundra and boreal ecosystems. As large herbivores, they are crucial in maintaining the balance of plant populations in the regions they inhabit. Their grazing activities help control the growth of shrubs and trees, preventing these species from encroaching on the open tundra and maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. By browsing on lichens, mosses, and grasses, reindeer also help to cycle nutrients back into the soil, promoting the growth of plants that provide food for other species. Additionally, reindeer are an important food source for predators such as wolves, bears, and lynxes. Their presence in the food chain is a key element in supporting the biodiversity of Arctic and subarctic ecosystems. The health of reindeer populations is closely tied to the health of these ecosystems, and declines in reindeer numbers can have cascading effects on other species. Unfortunately, reindeer populations are facing a number of challenges. Climate change, habitat destruction, and human development are all significant threats to the survival of reindeer in the wild. Rising temperatures, particularly in the Arctic, are affecting the availability of food, as warming winters can result in ice layers forming over lichen, making it difficult for reindeer to access this important food source. Additionally, the encroachment of human settlements and industrial development, such as oil and gas extraction, mining, and infrastructure projects, has led to the fragmentation of reindeer habitats and the disruption of migration routes. This has made it more difficult for reindeer to find the food and space they need to thrive. In some areas, reindeer are also being affected by hunting, disease, and the introduction of predators, such as wolves, which can have a significant impact on their populations. In response to these challenges, conservation efforts are underway to protect reindeer and their habitats. In many regions, reindeer herding practices have been integrated into modern wildlife management strategies to help ensure the sustainability of reindeer populations. Efforts to protect the reindeer include the establishment of protected areas, habitat restoration projects, and research into the effects of climate change on their populations. In some areas, reindeer herding communities are working with conservation organizations to monitor herd health and migration patterns, ensuring that traditional practices can continue while also safeguarding the future of the species. Additionally, initiatives to reduce human-wildlife conflict and mitigate the effects of climate change are essential to the long-term survival of reindeer. In conclusion, the reindeer is a species that embodies the resilience and adaptability required to survive in the harshest environments on Earth. Its remarkable biological adaptations, complex social structure, and important ecological role make it a key species in the Arctic and subarctic ecosystems. The deep cultural significance of reindeer to indigenous peoples, coupled with their iconic status in global traditions like Christmas, further underscores the reindeer's importance in both natural and human histories. However, reindeer face significant challenges in the modern world, and concerted conservation efforts will be essential to ensure their survival for future generations. As we continue to confront the effects of climate change and the pressures of industrial development, protecting reindeer and their habitats will be crucial in maintaining the health of the ecosystems they inhabit. The reindeer is not only a symbol of the wild and untamed North but also a reminder of the fragile balance between nature and humanity.